Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Today we will be taking down the end of Chapter 6, beginning with the nearly headless Nick side quest, the final bit which we got stopped at, where we were searching for clues with Nick. Now, we were indicated that there is a sigil here, something that we're looking for, that is a clue to some information about the vaults. Hey look, it's nearly headless Nick. If you're not going to help me study for my hours, then leave me alone. Sorry. I say Gryffindor Common Room. The Gryffindor Common Room is the best common room. I bet you say that to all the common rooms. We have to find my house sigil. Where should we begin? My ghostly intuition tells me it will be well concealed. Someplace it could be untouched for thousands of years or more. Alright, I'll search everywhere I can think of. Nick, can you throw through the walls around the room and look for any hidden compartments? Now that's the kind of clever thinking I expect from the living. Consider me your spectre, inspector, Shiny. Wordplay. Right. Maybe one of those ghosts floated off with it. Nothing here. Rats. Magic dust. No, just regular dust. This drawer is full of wizard chess pieces. Maybe they could use that to create wizard chess. What about over here? This cupboard is full of scarves with lions sewn onto them. I want a lion scarf. Nick? Nick? Where did Nick go? Wait, why is my clothes different? Why is my beard grown? That's because I was planning to record the rest of this today, had the footage on my phone, and you know when you just wake up in the morning and you look at your phone and you go into your storage settings, getting ready for the day to see, just have a look at the files that you have that you're going to be using to record a session, and your phone says, oh, you need to create some storage, and then you go, I know how to create some storage. Usually I delete all the Potter videos that I record on my phone. So I'll just do that. Oh no, wait. The whole plan today was to record videos. I deleted the footage. So we've lost nearly headless Nick, the end of the quest, and we've lost the Weedosaurus and the Niffla. So not massive parts. So I'm glad they're not like massive plot lines. But I'll just be filling you into what we have missed. And what was said, anything of importance. So the nearly headless Nick quest. So what was suggested is that what is in the Cursed Vaults is something very powerful, potentially a treasure, a secret or power. And also it came to the idea that Hogwarts and the Cursed Vaults were built around something potentially to keep that safe, keep it contained. So gives more weight to the fact that the Cursed Vaults are dangerous potentially if they get into the wrong hands, meaning that we further need to make sure that we're the first ones who uncover it, and so that we can use the power for good. It then took us to the Great Hall, where there were no plot twists. Oh, I can't go to the Great Hall. I want to go to the Great Hall. I don't want to have to go there for a meal with a friend. We went into the Great Hall, where we met our good friend Angelica. What? So this is funny because when they first created this quest, when it came out, I think they accidentally released it. It still had Angelica in. And then what we thought was realized that and then took the quest out. So the thinking was, okay, they messed up with Angelica. They're going to redo the quest and take Angelica out of it so it doesn't mess with the plot, right? Nah, they left Angelica in. What? What? Come on, guys. How is you not? They've got to be aware of it. They've got to have people watching social media on it. Angelica should be gone, or at least give us some explanation of why she came back, just to help us in this final side quest. So she came back and she gave her thoughts on what was going on with the Cursed Vaults, and I imagine we will never see her again without any explanation. But thank you very much to Nearly Headless Nick, though. You were helpful. Angelica didn't do anything. She literally just stayed in the Great Hall, and we came to her with the evidence after we found it all. Then we went to potions class, where we learnt Weedosaurus, which is a poison Now, this was a very different class in that Snape was really, really kind in it. And that, you know, when we created the potion... Oh, no, wait. Once we've created the poison, he actually told us to drink it. He wanted us to drink it and die. So Severus, right, you've had a pretty rough life. Yeah, you were bullied, but surely there's some, like, teacher's code which says, or governing body that protects against teaching students to kill themselves with poison. It's Snape though, isn't it? We'll give him a pass because he makes up for it later on, doesn't he? By the way, we are getting pretty close to completing the Pajama Pie. I hope you guys are too, not struggling too much with it. We had 7 days, and we're 2 days and 7 hours left. We're definitely completing this mission, and it's the bottoms that I really want. They always leave the best bit, you know. Look at these like custom Gryffindor slippers. I really want them to be able to change. Please, Jam City, make it so that we can have a separate trousers from shoes, because I want to wear these with like my normal clothes. So I mean, to be honest, I'm not walking around with those. Maybe for a few lessons. And then finally, we went on to do the Nifflas quest, where we did have some dialogue that was fairly interesting in that Madam Rakepick was there to help us learn about the Nifflas. Regard, I will now instruct you the best way to care for magical creatures. Not the proper way, but the best way. Be aware that you should listen to every word that I say, being that I have never been injured by a magical creature. More than 3 times. That's my eye, my leg, and my arm. Yes, Professor Kettleburn told us all about the Nifflas, and they're a fluffy burrowing creature with a predilection for anything glittery. Nifflas in general are harmless creatures, but if left indoors, they can wreak havoc. And apparently, Professor Kettleburn had some Nifflas in his home, and his old home. They destroyed his home. Very much like Bill and Bill's, I lost my home to them. Nifflas are assigned to curse breakers by Gringotts' head goblin to help them find treasure. You may remember this guy from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. They have a pouch in their belly which can hold a large amount of treasure. As a curse breaker, Madam Rakepick owns one, and therefore she brought it into class so we could learn all about caring for the Nifflas. I don't know about you, but I love my half Kneasel, half cat. I love my mouse. I love my toad. A little bit. I love my owl. I love my owl. I want a Nifflas. I want a Nifflas. And I want a little mini game where you can go and search for some treasure. It's a lot to ask, Jam City, but please. It would be really cool if you could have some of these magical creatures as well as pets. I know they're not standard. We've got a Kneasel there. We are going to learn about the Kneasel, Streeler, Murtlap in year 4 as well. Let me know if you could have any of these creatures: Firecrab, Bowtruckle, Nifflas, Murtlap, Streeler, that's going to be popular, or a Kneasel. Which one would you have? Let me know in the comment section below. I think for me it would be between a Bowtruckle and a Nifflas. Probably go for a Nifflas. It just looks so goddamn cute. Also, just a little extra bit of information. Epic Xerneas sent me this, which is on the Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery site. I think where it lists the classrooms. We're assuming this is the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, which could be great. Maybe potentially get this in a future year. I don't think it'll come in this year. It's not actually in the classes, and we don't have access to year 5, so we can't actually check that out yet. So it'll be interesting to see if Defense Against the Dark Arts class gets added finally in the 5th year. I think one of the problems with the Defense Against the Dark Arts class is that a Jinx was cast by Tom Marvolo Riddle, who's later known as Lord Voldemort. Because he wasn't given Hogwarts School's Defense Against the Dark Arts position, he cast a Jinx, which meant that none of its applicants could hold the post for any longer than a year, which is what we saw in the films and the books. It's a pretty good Jinx. At this point, we'd have seen 4 different teachers, right? So maybe that's why they haven't added it yet, because be quite complicated to add different, and it's a lot of plot to potentially explain why they disappear and come back. But this would be nice to see, and hopefully that picture is a sign that it is coming in later years. They might just choose to put it in the 7th year, so they only have to explain why that one disappeared. Not necessarily disappeared though. Just didn't hold the post. Also, if we look at the data mining done by Reich and Ra, there is a chapter 6 spoilers, which I'm not going to look at because I like to be surprised. But there is something interesting that I did want to look at, is that within there there's code for rat hooded, an owl that is snowy, and I remember there was somebody who commented asking, saying that they wanted a snowy owl, so that may be coming, and also a toad with a stink bomb. So it might be that we will be able to get accessories. Hopefully they'll come as accessories and skins, so like we only have to purchase coins and we can change the skin of our owl, and not that we have to buy a whole different owl, because that would be kind of annoying having bought all my pets. So hopefully it'll come out like that. We shall see. So hopefully the fact that it's in there is a sign that it will be coming soon. Okay, well that's all for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Apologies for not having the recorded footage. I'm definitely going to try and back up all footage in future and make sure that I just don't delete it before I've done it. Okay, well that's all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you soon.